Full Metal Ox coming at you. Day 313 of the hero's journey. It's your boy Noxoma here for another 15 minutes of fame. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. These are definitely hard times, my friend. And although the poem has 4 lines, there are really only 2 cycles. Good times and hard times. And these hard times, according to that philosophy, are creating strong men. And the strong men, and of course strong women in our politically correct society, strong people, let's say, are not just physically strong. You know, they're morally strong, they're spiritually strong, wherever they get their strength from. You know, it doesn't have to be spiritual as in religion, it could be philosophically strong. You'll have the strength to make the sacrifices that you have to make. And maybe those sacrifices are material gains, or you make a sacrifice for a child or something like that. In one of the videos that I like to share about the things going on in the world, the narrator said, we have to win this war with the moral authority to win the peace. That means that we cannot devolve into the kind of activities that got us into this situation. You know, we cannot be the weak. We cannot be weak in integrity. We cannot be intellectually weak. We cannot be intellectually lazy. We cannot lust after pleasure and material gains. You know, what I call the competitive consumption. And we see the temptation out there. The temptation of the metaverse, the temptation of just easy life, MMT, monetary, modern monetary theory, where all that's needed to be done is to print more dollars to save the economy. I don't know that I've experienced good times in my lifetime. I think it's been an era of hard times. Probably, and just looking through history that I have to read to experience, I think maybe the good times in America have been after the world wars. And America's good times ended abruptly in '29, and that's 1929, and again in 1971. So we don't have many good times to point to. Hopefully there are some coming, but as I surmise, it's going to take a lot of people with a lot of strength of character, strength of intellect, strength of philosophy, strength of spirit, and and we'll have some good times for a while. Candidate number 5 didn't work out, but candidate number 4 is still in play, and that is the home hunting update for now. But the only reason I'm putting this out there is because it is looking like universe does not want me back in any kind of system. You know, this is the way I envision it. I envision it as kind of a return to civilization. And if universe wanted me there, I'd have been just plopped back in. Something would have come my way. Or maybe it's a test. I heard a very good quote from the very garrulous Del Bigtree. And he said, quote, "I have to believe that the universe is honorable," unquote. And that goes along in the, characteristics of universe bag, along with universe provides and universe rewards and all the other positive things that people say about universe. So the quest continues, and we will keep you posted. It looks like normal is going to take over 2022, man. The old normal, not the new normal. So we're keeping our eyes and ears out for that one. If you're over 30 and a little bit flabby and a little bit fluffy and want to learn how you can get into better condition, stronger, more endurance, a little bit tougher, then hit me up, Noxoma at protonmail.com. I can help you out with a little bit of consulting and some tips and maybe even some coaching. Headed to the gym, and today what is on the menu are squats and chest, and probably some various types of leg exercises. I think I mentioned before that squats are the second most brutal type of full body exercises following deadlifts. So after a day off, we come back and we start back on legs and butt and chest. And we may or may not go heavy on the chest. But yeah, what I wanted to tell you is it wasn't until I started doing squats on a regular basis and on a heavy basis that I really increased my bench press numbers. Back then I attributed it to just making the whole body stronger. But as I think about it now, it might be a matter of contrast. You know, when you're used to having 200-300 pounds on your back doing squats, and then you start bench pressing, the bar feels a little bit lighter. That may or may not be the case. I don't know for sure. What I do know is I will be reporting back to you on the flip. Well, here we go again, my friends. Masks are back in, and I don't know when they reinstituted this mask mandate. It must have been a day ago, because 2 days ago I was in here no mask, and now we're back. And remember, my friends, I'm in Florida, so whatever you believe about Florida, the cities and counties aren't really in line with the state and the governor's office. So, as what happened before, several months ago now, we're going to shift our attention back to pull-ups and the happy place. Full Metal Ox coming at you, baby, in the 17th hour, 7 days a week on this BitChute channel, with commentary, opinion, fitness, philosophy, and observation of the world around us. So tune in, subscribe, and pass it along. Peace. Although I'm producing this series and sharing it with the world, basically an unknown audience, I'm not anything special. I'm tripping through life the same as everybody else. And I've been tricked, fooled, and conned throughout my life. And of course, I've had some good things happen. I may have tricked a few people, may have conned a few people myself. And you know, why not? That's the law of the jungle. And it changes after a while. After you've been on the path for a while, you start seeing things differently, and thus you start behaving differently towards, mostly other people and even institutions. So what am I getting at? I may be on this path a little bit longer, a little bit further along than some of the folks watching this. It has zigged and zagged, been up and down. I've had to jump, I've had to crawl. And I think it's beholden to us that have been on this path longer to give those following in our footsteps, so to speak, heads up of what's out there. I do this with my kids all the time. But there's also the reality that this is a very different world now than when I grew up. Nonetheless, there are some immutable points, some immutable behaviors. There's still a power struggle, there's still greed, and there's still deception. And while the medium through which these characteristics are exercised through, for example, the internet, for example, what you're watching right here, for example, cryptocurrencies, for example, checkbooks and credit cards. Now, where was I going with this?